Greetings everybody. Today my do-it-yourself project is inspired by this lovely floral makeup. If I could have this in my household every day, fresh flowers, I would feel like I'm in heaven. But I get it sometimes, but sometimes you just can't afford it. It's just way too expensive. Anyway, so the project that I'm working on today, of course, I said is inspired by this. So I'm using pink paint, green, orange, and yellow. Don't ask me why, but I am so fascinated with these colors at this time. And I'm bringing some outdoor activities indoors. What you're going to need for this project is, I have two vases that I got from the dollar store. And what I'm making here is going to go in here. I'm going to have it layered so that I can replicate this idea of the yellow, orange, pink, and green. And this is actually going to be a candle holder. So what I got here, I section out my salt to make sure that I have equal amount. So when I layer this vase, it will be the same amount. Like each color should be approximately the same amount. I'm starting out with the pink. So what I'm doing is pouring the paint in the salt. Make sure you get it straight through the salt. And what I'm going to do with this, once it's fully mixed, I'm going to make sure I get all the white out of it and it's just the color, just the pink color we're seeing. Use the color you like, depending on the area that you're trying to decorate. This is going to be in my living room, and one will be in my bathroom, to tie in with the colors that I have there and to bring that beautiful spring color. You can see it, my lighting in here is not that good. And I'm going to repeat that. Okay, this is good enough. I'm going to repeat it. So once that's done mixing, I'm going to pour it out on this foil paper. Now this project is going to take at least 2 days, because after I finish mixing this, I'm going to spread it out on my paper here, and I'm going to put it to dry. And once it's dried, I'm going to sift it and then put it in here in layers. Yep. Now I'm going to set these to dry. A size container like this, you're going to need a box of salt. So I'm doing one by myself, but I promised my daughter that we're going to do one as a project when she gets home from school. So I'll do the same thing. The next time you will see how I sift it and get it in my jar. The final product coming up soon. So we're in the final stages. All the salt is dried, and I've already sifted 3 of them. Now, if you have unlimited patience, you might be able to go through it with sifting. I did both. I also laid out, because they're in clumps, you know, they get really hard when they're dry. So you're going to use a bottle or maybe even a hammer if you're trying to take the shortcut. But you should sift at least some of it. That's going to be at the top, so it has that finished look. getting those grains out. Using a spoon, whichever method. I don't believe in working hard anymore. Yeah, getting to the same result, working another way. And don't misunderstand me. I'm not discrediting the work ethic and the value of putting labor and time into doing what you love. I'm just saying, sweat from the brow and eating bread is not a good thing. So now, let's this in two because this part is safe, and I don't feel like sifting anymore. Here's what I did before. You join me. And now I'm going to pour this in. Still has a few rough grains in there. This is why I save the sifted one for the top, so it has that finished look, that smooth look. Now, when I make the next one, if you notice the yellow is a bit more, when I make the next one, I'm going to make sure I measure. Use a measuring cup to make sure that it's all the same size. I'm going to either put a yellow, orange, this is going to be in my living room, and so this fits perfectly with my color scheme here. Thanks for watching. There you have it. If you're having a low budget wedding and you're making your own centerpieces, or any function or anything you're having, in a dinner you're having, and you want to put it on your table, this is an example how you can make your own candle holder. You can use it for any purpose, whatever, even incense sticks you could stick in this. Who says you have to wait until you have a big bag of stash to enjoy the nicer things in life? Be blessed, everybody. Think on these things.